Dawkins drives and a whistle. And Dumars and Mahorn.
That's why they have three veteran referees at this ball game. Joe Dumars, Rick Mahorn tangling up.
Now again, of all of the guys on the Pistons team, Dumars and Lambier are closest to Mahorn, and they're the two that he's banged around in this game, or have banged him around.
And the call was on Dennis Rodman, which was a good call by Jake O'Donnell, because he definitely had a hold of Charles Barkley as Charles was trying to get across the key. Dennis Rodman trying to argue his case. Got no shot, Dennis.
Dawkins running the show for Jaminski in the lane. A line drive that went. He had it nearly stripped, but he kind of caught it on his wrist and flung it toward the basket, and he rifled it in. 47-41.
Mark Aguirre, not known for his defense, played great defense that time on Mike Jaminski.
Aguirre's turnaround, no. Rebound, Mike Jaminski. 6-point Sixer lead. And stretch it, J.D. does with a drive. Good change of pace at the free throw line.
That's what pulling up for that 18-footer will do for you. Joe Dumars, Vinnie Johnson have seen it a couple times already this evening. That time J.D. stopped, changed direction, made a nice move to the basket.
Dumars hooks it off. Edwards scores. Dumars the assist. Edwards the field goal. 6-point Sixer lead. Minute 27 left. First half.
Drop it on him.
Hawkins on a drive, ran across the lane, and a whistle and a foul, a reach-in.
I've never seen so much contact being allowed between a defensive player and an offensive player. When you take a look at these two guys, I mean, that's Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan going at it right there. You can't get any better than that in the low post.
I'll tell you, it was classic. You thought a year ago watching Oakley and Barkley pound each other in the Knicks series in the first round of the playoffs. If the Sixers could get to the Pistons for the Eastern Conference Championship, you would really see a war.
You aren't kidding.
Here's what's on tap for Sixers halftime with Neil Hartman. Do you think Charles Barkley should be the NBA's most valuable player? Well, we'll give you our reasons why. And Pat Croce will tell us about cross-training and his fitness tip, and we'll have all the highlight stats and scores from around the NBA.
Well, the cross-training with Pat Croce, what?
Popcorn and beer.
Popcorn and beer, get off.
Popcorn and run to the refrigerator, get beer.
Get off the couch, go to the refrigerator and back.
Cross-training. 51-43, missed, and the rebound, Charles Barkley.
We have a lot of fun with Pat Croce, don't we? Fitness tips.
Jaminski spins and scores. Good move, Mike Jaminski. That time, as Steve indicated, he turned to the baseline.
Came to the middle with a little jump hook. That time, Mark Aguirre was playing him that way. He just turned baseline, made the nice jumper.
Little pick and roll. Edwards slapped around, but no call. Dumars off his leg, out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Sixers. Ron Anderson's going to try and get in. Did he get there in time? He did. Ron Anderson got there in time, so he's going to let him come into the game. And he will get Hersey.
That was quick.
Well, Jimmy was watching. He had Ron ready, and as soon as they ruled that it was Sixers basketball, he yelled, "Ron, get to the scores table," and he did.
A couple mismatches out there. Vinnie Johnson being guarded by Ron Anderson, so when J.D. makes his move into the paint area, Ron Anderson should be open for the jump shot.
Dawkins, stutter steps in, loose, picked up by Edwards. Gunned ahead to Vinnie Johnson. He runs in off the glass, missed it, and that's it for the first half. We have played one half of basketball, and the Sixers now own a double-digit lead, 53-43, and a very physical first half of play.
Fans, start your new year off with a Sixer bonus package. Call right now at 339-7676. Buy a ticket for the Indiana Pacers game on Monday, January 8th, and you'll receive a free ticket to see the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday, January 12th. That's the Pacers Monday and the Cavs Friday, all for the price of one. Dial 339-7676. You get a busy signal, just hold the line, and one of the 76er staff members will take care of your order. That's the Pacers and the Cavs, 2 for 1. Call 339-7676.
Genuine draft.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Cold filtered. Never heat pasteurized. Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered his real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
Beyond your wildest imagination. A billion-dollar dream come true. Donald J. Trump's Taj Mahal, the 8th wonder of the world.
Now you can double your fun when you see your Cadillac Super Network dealer. First, save $1,000 on a new limited edition Liberty Eldorado or Coupe de Ville, because you'll get a full cabriolet roof at no extra charge, and up to $2,000 cash back direct from Cadillac. Then enter our Liberty Weekend contest. You could win a free vacation at Carnival's new Crystal Palace Resort and Casino in the Bahamas. So hurry in for the Liberty Edition and for the Liberty Weekend at participating Super Network dealers.
On Knight Rider, Michael battles a voodoo curse.
Michael, you become one of them.
Knight Rider, Saturday at 2 on BHL 7G.
We are back. It is halftime here. The Sixers with a double-digit lead, 53-43. Their biggest lead in the first half was 11 points. Detroit's biggest lead was 4.
The 76ers did an excellent job of playing defense in the second period. In the first period, Detroit Pistons shot 47%, but all of a sudden the defense started to clamp down. They only allowed Detroit to shoot 33% from the field in the second period. Consequently, Detroit right now is shooting just 39%.
And that was the difference, really. Everything else was pretty even.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, Charles Barkley hit a three-pointer. Hawk hit a three-pointer, and that Detroit doesn't have any. But that's really the difference. And we said all along that it's going to come down to defense. And so far, the 76ers have been the ones to shine in that area.
Free throws. Both clubs shot 11, or rather shot 12. The Sixers made 11, and Detroit made 9 rebounds, 24-23, a single rebound advantage for the 76ers. Turnovers, 6 for Philadelphia, 7 for Detroit. So everything pretty even steaming, except that the Sixers, as Steve pointed out, really tightened the screws defensively in the second quarter and forced Detroit into a miserable shooting period and have a 10-point lead.
Yeah, you take a look at the minutes, though. James Edwards has 23 minutes already for the Detroit Pistons for the starters. Bill Laimbeer has 9. Dennis Rodman has just 16. So I think Chuck's going to get him about 30, 32 minutes a game for his starters and see what his bench can do. And that will certainly be the advantage of the Philadelphia 76ers.
53-43. It's not as if the Sixers have not enjoyed success against Detroit. They are 2-1 against the Pistons coming into this game. Hersey from outside misses. Rodman tapped at it, and Laimbeer controlled it. And the one game they lost here at the Palace, they should have won. Thomas, short jumper is good. So the Pistons get on the board first to begin the third period.
That's a big bucket for Isaiah Thomas, as he had just 2 points on 1 for 8 shooting in the first half. Certainly would hate to see him get off.
Dawkins, and the ball poked at by Isaiah, who hooked it from behind, and it's out of bounds. Going to belong to the Sixers with 13 on the shot clock. Charles Barkley, baseline right to pull the trigger. And looks, and looks. Percy picked up by Lambier for a moment. Mahorn swung to Dawkins. JD's fall away is good.
Boy, he pulls up nicely and fades away, doesn't he? Gets a nice arc on the ball. Makes it almost impossible to block.
Isaiah down the lane, scoops and scores.
A little hip hop.
Yeah. Almost a jump stop and then continues on. 55-47. Percy and Charles. Here's the matchup we talked about. Barkley and Rodman. Jaminski over Lambier off target as Lambier ran at him. And the Pistons push it up. Isaiah bobbing and weaving. Jumper on the heel of the rim is no good. Rebound, Charles Barkley. Charles with 8 boards and 17 points in a magnificent first half. Jaminski blocked from behind. Mahorn has it. Dawkins for 3. Nope. The rebound tapped out. And they'll get another crack. Multiple shot trip. That won't go. Rodman finally collars the rebound and a foul. Johnny Dawkins inadvertently got tangled up with Rodman. 2 on Johnny, the first of the team here in the third period.
See the nice block by James Edwards. Rick Mahorn. It was a good opportunity for the 76ers, and they certainly weren't able to take advantage of it.
Isaiah, jumper, nothing but net.
3 baskets now for Isaiah. 3 out of 4.
Warming
for him, yeah.
Warming to the task. And as you said, you don't want to see him get off, because he could take over a game. Dawkins. Hawkins. Jaminski against Lambier. Put it on the floor. They thought he walked. It's short. And the rebound, Lambier. Chuck Daly beside himself. He thought there was a travel. Isaiah against Johnny Dawkins. JD played him tough. Isaiah for Lambier. No. Rebound, Lambier is good. Timeout, Jimmy Lynam. 9:11 left as Detroit comes out smoking. The Sixers 55, the Pistons 51. Back right after this.
I say we go for it.
On the next A-Team.
What do you want?
This eye.
A trusted friend needs help.
Find the A-Team.
Can the A-Team save the island from becoming a drug smuggler's paradise?
I don't know which I hate the most, hard narcotics or slavery. You're a dead man. You're at your best when you're under pressure.
When opportunity knocks,
Fire!
it's tanks for the memories.
Any questions?
On the next A-Team.
Saturday at 4 on PHL 17.
Going to Mr. Goodbyes always reminds me of the hurricane. I spent most of summer in and out of there getting the house put back together. Fact is, I got to know one of the clerks so well, I married her. When people ask how we met, I tell them I got her at Goodbyes. She doesn't think that's very funny.
Satisfaction. No one satisfies you in more ways and in more countries around the world. ITT Sheraton Hotels, Inns, Resorts, and all suites. Sheraton Satisfaction. Come feel it for yourself.
Meet George Nicholas. Not bad, George, but you could do better.
That's what Papa